You're talking about pickleball like it's some workout. That's like, hey, I go for a walk every day. Pickleball, you can't be like, I do pickleball. 80-year-olds do pickleball.
I saw something somebody sent me the other day where someone was doing a story and they're like, Lane Kiffin would be the most intriguing person to actually know the real stories of any coach out there, to know the real stories of all the stops and all the interactions of what really happened. I was like, that's probably true.
Yeah, that's why we called you, wanted to do this.
Yeah.
Right?
Throughout his entire, very public life, Ole Miss head coach Lane Kiffin seemed to care little about how others perceived him. Now 50 years old, the man has evolved. The perception has not. Yet.
When people don't want to like you, I mean, does that bother you?
It didn't used to bother me because I was kind of like, man, I'm doing this my way and I don't care what anybody thinks. And I think as I've gotten older now, in kids and they grow older and stuff, I've cared a little more just because I'm like, that's your legacy. I just think 99% of people don't really know at all.
To dig down to the core of Lane Kiffin,
I've got a little Lou Holtz.
what you must know above all else
I got a little Bo.
is that he is the son of a football coach.
And there's just a lot of Monte Kiffin, and that's me.
That first season at State, Kiffin was known more for the outrageous things he did off the field than for what his team did on the field. He rode a white horse as the band played the William Tell Overture. He jumped out of a helicopter at a pep rally.
Monte Kiffin was a gridiron lifer. After 3 seasons as head coach at NC State in the early 80s, he ricocheted around the NFL, a defensive coach for half a dozen teams throughout the league.
I was really fortunate to have a dad that took so much time with me. You're on NFL players and NFL coaches, and just being in awe of being in the locker room and there, I'm a ball boy and I'm little and there's Herschel Walker, it really was amazing.
Monte was most notable for mastering the Tampa 2 defense that led the 2002 Tampa Bay Buccaneers to a Super Bowl title.
There it is, the dagger's in, we're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Whether he was coaching high school kids or whether he was winning the Super Bowl, he never changed.
How you doing, man?
Somehow the ego didn't creep in that just crushes so many.
Monty, some people might think you're the MVP of this game with the way you defense play.
No way. John Gruden and then the whole football team are the MVPs.
I felt like most kids, when I was growing up with them, were playing football. They were watching the players when we watched, I want to be John Elway. And I was like, I want to be Tom Landry. So I think I was just drawn to coaching more than playing for whatever reason.
But Dad was a defensive genius. So why do you dive into offense?
Because I played quarterback, so that steered me that direction.
What do I remember about Lane Kiffin at Fresno State as a quarterback? Quite frankly, I'm not even sure I knew he was a quarterback until the question was asked.
11, Lane Kiffin.
In 1997, Lane Kiffin was a Fresno State backup QB. Entering his senior season, he was prepared to compete for playing time. But in training camp, he met a freshman reality check. Future #1 overall NFL draft pick, David Carr.
We were roommates in training camp when he was a freshman. And Jeff Tedford was our offensive coordinator quarterback coach. And he put me, an older guy, with him being younger.
Well, after 2 or 3 practices, maybe 4, I get a couple of Lane's reps, and then so I'm starting to bump up a little bit.
I'm like, this is not gonna be long until I'm number 3.
There was a story about a knee brace, because I make all the quarterbacks wear a knee brace in practice on their left leg, right? So no lineman can roll into them and they can hurt their knee because guys are falling into them or whatever.
I don't need a knee brace because I'm not taking any team reps. I'm not gonna get hurt an individual with the knee brace. So I didn't wear it.
Well, Lane comes out, no knee brace. He's like, hey, I just figured I don't need any of this stuff because you're just going to give all my reps to Dave.
In Thetford, he did kick me off the field. He said, you're not going to wear an knee brace, get off the field.
We had a conversation in my office about, hey, I understand you want to play, but you're really stuck right here. Instead of the frustration, why don't we channel that into some positive energy and be my GA?
He comes back out, I don't know, 30 minutes later, and now Lane has a polo on, and he is now the assistant wide receiver coach. That's where his coaching career began, right there.
Lane Kiffin's coaching odyssey was underway. After stints with Colorado State and the Jacksonville Jaguars. In 2001, he landed a job at USC under Pete Carroll, who coached with Lane's father at multiple stops in college and the NFL.
Monte was everything to me. At the time, I had staff to fill, and I talked to Monte and said, I know Lane hasn't had a full-time job yet, but I'll take care of him and look after him and we'll make him the tight end coach.
We want to play with great energy out there today. Let's make sure we light it up. Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
We start this amazing run, and I'm in the middle of this. It's happening, and I'm really young. Starting out as tight end and receiver coach. Eventually, as offensive coordinator.
That's the Trojan killer instinct.
Oh, they had Matt Leinart. They had Reggie Bush. It was a era of Pete Carroll and winning and excitement in sold-out coliseums. It was nuts.
You want this, you got that. No way, watch them walk.